Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And this topic, and I know that you know it's going to be approached differently from anywhere else where you go. If you're a subscriber, if you're not, you should subscribe. But how does sexual rejection affect your wife? Little secret here. Mostly wives are going to listen to this video. Men oftentimes don't get it. They have very different things on their minds than how their wife is feeling. And it's unfortunate, but men are not trained to take care of their wives. And so a lot of the burden in marriage, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying this, but I've been doing this for over 20 years. So when I tell you this is not theoretical. This is based on my experience. But you want a happy marriage. You want love in your marriage. And a lot of the burden shouldn't, but it does, fall on the shoulders of the wife. Why is that? Well, biologically, men and women are very different. And so the psychophysiological effects, how the mind is operating because of the biology, is very different between the genders. A woman is biologically set up to have children. Therefore, nature has made it where the woman's heart is more engaged in her thinking, in her views, how she sees things, how she feels things. Where men are biologically designed to be protectors. They're not, because they're not taught very well. But this is a huge difference. And so what happens is when we understand that, then it's not a matter of compensation as much as it's a matter of fulfilling our roles differently with an understanding of how it all works. And if you're a subscriber to this channel, you're already starting to get a sense of that. I've written a couple of books too, I have courses, but I'm addressing women here now, even though you would think this would be a man's topic. To get your husband more interested in you sexually, you got to go around the back door. It's not a sexual innuendo by any means, but the back door is by tapping into his heart. And you do that by becoming more and more heart, which means you're expressing love all the time because you're being loved. Now, you can't fake this. I mean, you can, but it won't work. You know, so many people come to us and they go, how do I show my husband more love? And the answer is very simple. We express ourselves based on our thinking. And our thinking is based on habits. And most of the time, we have to make it a habit to align our mind with our heart. And it's a practice. You can do this. You have free will. So it's not outside of your ability, but you have to learn how. And one of my books will help you tremendously, especially the part on the mind. But that is what it takes. You have to change your thinking. And then as you become more loving, as you're expressing more love, more consideration, and it manifests in obvious ways. You stop criticizing, you start complimenting more. But you have to stop all the negative stuff. Men are turned off very easily because their egos are very sensitive. You see, they married you to open up their heart. They open up their heart and you go, what's wrong with you? Bam! A wall's going to go up. You think now he's going to be able to be sexually attracted to you? it makes it very difficult. Instead, his mind will still seek a release, but not with you. He'll go to porn or maybe have an affair. You need to become more of what you promised him you would be when you got married. And that's how you do it. Now I'm going to get some messages and comments. Oh, what a misogynist you are. What you're saying is blah, blah, blah. And I'm not a misogynist, but I'm very practical. And I have the experience of knowing how it all works. Over 20 years. So, ladies, try to understand. You have to treat your husband with kid gloves. And then you have to entice him to want you. And he will. He's set up for it. And to the 2 or 3 men who are watching this video, that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? So, I'm Paul Friedman. Like the video, leave a comment. Thank you for tuning in and hope to see you again. God bless you and take care.